All right, welcome to the Once Upon a Time in Huntsville podcast, hosted by Austin Shook. Austin, are you
Wait,
hosting this
what?
one? That's what it
I don't
says
know
on
that
my
I know
note
of.
card.
I'm Ro Jogan. Welcome to my podcast.
So, hosted by me, Sampley. Today, I have two very special guests. I haven't done a one-on-two since Bailey and Slade, so this should hopefully go well. Last time I'd say it went well, but today I have Austin Shook, who plays Ray in the movie 12 Mighty Orphans, and then I have his brother in the film with me, Preston Porter, who plays DeWitt. Was that pretty good?
I liked
That
it.
was pretty solid. I think Ty would have had some notes, but
Yeah. Oh, you gotta always have notes.
Always have notes.
So, after what, like a 15-minute technical difficulty?
My bad.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
Preston,
sorry.
Let's just team up on Austin and pretend.
Dude, no, you're good. I thought I was going to be the one with the technical difficulties. You're good.
No, usually ask Levi. I was like struggling last time, but hey, we're here. We're together. It's great to see you guys somewhat in person.
Great to see you too, man. Congrats. I haven't seen your face since you got married. Congrats.
Dude, yeah. Look at you.
Yeah.
Is that one of those shooting rings?
Shooting ring? I think it's silicone. Like an everyday ring.
Yeah, like don't they have those? Like the little silicone wedding rings that like help improve your shooting game?
I mean,
they have those?
I don't hunt or anything besides human with Woody sometimes. But aka the most dangerous animal. But no, my wife got me this because it's like an everyday, like when you go work out, like instead of wearing like the regular gold ring or whatever, just like to do, manly stuff, monster trucks.
Yeah. I got mine parked out back,
Is that weird? Hold up, Sampley. Is it weird having to like teach yourself to call her your wife now?
No, I've always wanted to call her my wife because of the Borat. My wife. So like,
Good success.
I've been training my whole life for this.
Dude, that sounds a little worrisome. I don't know.
But I wanted to congratulate you guys on your performances in the movie 12 Mighty Orphans, which is still open out in theaters for those listening. I've seen the movie 3 times now, and it's been like really cool to listen to like the audience like react to certain things. Austin, who plays Ray again in the movie, every time they do something to an injury that you get in the film, everyone's like, ugh! Like when I went and saw it with my family, my mom was like, ugh, like, you sold it, man.
Thank you. Like, I forgot, I don't know who it was, bro, but when at the movies, there was a guy sitting just one, like right here, like in the row ahead of us. And in a very sad scene, the dude cracked up. Like, I was like, what? Who is this guy? He just died laughing. I was like, what is going on over there?
You know what?
That was pretty funny. That was the worst time laugh ever.
That brings up like a great question. Do any of you guys have like the worst theater experience? Like Preston, do you have like in memory like just your worst like movie theater experience?
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience in a movie theater. It is weird. Twice now I've gone to the movies and halfway through the screen just went black. That's happened twice.
That's the worst.
Is that like a common thing?
You know what? It's actually happened to me the past couple of times. It happened at the 12 Mighty Orphans premiere. Remember when it like froze like after 2 minutes?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that because they were fixing the lights?
Yeah, I thought they just stopped it.
That's right.
No, I'm talking like halfway into the movie, the screen just goes black and no one says anything, and we all sit there for like 5 minutes, then it comes back on. That's happened twice.
One in recent memory
was a guy.
Or what? You go ahead.
You're good.
You're my guest.
Oh, I was saying that one time I was at a scary movie. It wasn't the scariest movie. It wasn't scary. But yeah, there's 2 dudes in front of us. It was like a packed theater, and they just started making the loudest sex noises I've ever heard in my
Oh,
life.
gosh.
The entire movie, I was just like, bruh, that's probably the worst I've had.
Yeah, and then it gets worse when you turn around and it's your parents. You're like, Mom, Dad, God, go home.
Oh, come on. Sampley, don't do that to me.
One in recent memory, I went to go see. My girlfriend at the time was on vacation with her family, and like all my friends were like doing something. So I went to go see Avengers Endgame by myself, and like it was like it was on opening weekend, so it was like packed. And so I was sitting by myself, and this kind of large man sits right next to me, and I think I was wearing like a Cowboys hat. So he starts talking to me about the Cowboy stuff, and I'm like, he's a nice older man, I guess. I'm like, okay, the trailers are starting. Maybe let's, I kind of look and kind of end the conversation. And I guess me and him talking about that opened up to talk throughout the entire movie. So every time he was confused about something or a character would come on, he'd be like, is that one Captain Marvel or Black Widow? And he'd be like, did she have those powers in the last movie? Because I don't remember that. And I'd just be like ignoring him. Like, it's a movie. You shouldn't ask me like a stranger questions about the movie. He did that through the entire thing. And then it's funny, Austin, he also laughed during like a very emotional scene. And I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen the game, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's so weird. But back to 12 Mighty Orphans, Preston, I thought your performance was awesome, man. I think you nailed the stutter. And
Thank you.
One of like the moments I always laugh at is at the beginning of the film where Jacob insults you, and you just kind of give this like hurt like face right back at him.
No,
he calls you like a Bigfoot or something.
So many people that I have not talked to since probably high school text me or Snapchat me, and all they say, no context, they'll just say, "What's up, stuttering Sasquatch?"
That line cracks me up so hard when I went back and
I
saw
found myself the whole movie. I laughed at Chicken Sampley's character more than anything. Just these like tiny things he do with like his hands and his face. I'd laugh the whole movie just at Sampley being on screen.
Well, I was really worried before we watched the movie at the premiere because it might have been the three of us actually. We were like standing next to each other, and I think I was like, "Are you guys nervous or anything?" You guys were like, "No." And then Austin, you were like, "Yeah, you really went for it when you did Chicken." And I was like, "What does that mean? Is that good or bad?"
No, dude, you went for it. It was good. I crack up at Chicken.
No, I don't know. No one will be able to see this, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Probably 5-6 times throughout the movie, in the background, you can just see Sampley standing there, and he makes like
with his hands up like this. With his hands like this. Yeah.
It's so funny looking. It's
because,
great.
Like, I think I started doing that when I noticed that everyone, like during a wide shot, would either be like crossing their arms or had their hands down. And I was like, how can I like make Chicken, like what would Chicken do? I don't feel like Chicken's like manly enough to cross his arms. Like I feel like he's constantly like, yeah. So I just started doing that. Like T-Rex arms.
That's awesome.
And like playing with my fingers and stuff. It was a lot of fun to do that though. No one ever said anything about it, so I was like, it must be like okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what was Chicken's deal? What was his deal? I forgot. It's been a while since I read the book since before production.
Okay, so are you ready for like a bomb?
Drop it.
Yeah.
So my character like everyone in the film is like based on like a real person.
Chicken? I thought somebody knew your guy.
So Chicken was a real person. But like they combined multiple characters in the book to make this like one character. And the real guy's name was like Gene Chicken Roberts. And then in the movie, it's Teague Chicken Roberts. No, or did we go with Clyde? Originally in the script it was Clyde. Originally in the script it was Clyde Teague Chicken Roberts, and then I think I'm credited as Clyde Chicken Roberts. But there was like a guy named Teague Roberts. So yeah, I found that out actually recently, because are you guys on like the 12 Mighty Orphans Facebook thing? Someone like posted that, and I was like, wow, how did you find all that? Like, I couldn't find
Look,
anything in my
Coach
research.
TJ is the most active on that pick.
Yes, Coach TJ. They spelled his name wrong in the credits.
I
Did
know.
they really?
Yeah.
He posted about it.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was like, you know what? He has a right to kind of be mad.
But no, back to the like combining characters thing. They did the same thing with DeWitt. In real life, DeWitt Coulter never had a stutter, but they really liked his story
Oh, okay.
and wanted to include the guy from the orphanage that had the stutter. So they just gave DeWitt the stutter.
That's awesome.
I feel like I remember that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys play brothers in the film.
Yes.
So did you guys? I mean, I never noticed it or anything, but did like you guys like ever like hang out one-on-one to like bond more, or did you guys were just like
One time
nah,
we stood in the hallway and talked by ourselves for about 15 minutes. And I think that's the only one-on-one interaction we really had.
It was mostly group.
yeah. Like I mean, honestly, all of us guys hung out all the time, like all together.
That's what I always say. I did
Except
an
for you.
interview a couple weeks ago.
What?
And
Dude, you were doing when you were in your room, remember your Bible studies? You don't remember that?
When?
You would all I remember that was a big thing. It was they would call it your Bible studies. I swear. Like is Chicken coming? No, he's doing his Bible study. He's the Bible study because you were reading.
Oh,
You
okay.
would sit in your room and read. Yeah. So I think someone called it Bible study. I forgot who.
Yeah, I mean, I read the Bible while I was there, but like I was
Tyler.
honestly probably like watching movies too. I watched a lot of movies while I was there, honestly. I think also in my trailer, I went out and bought like a disc thing to hook up into my computer. I think Preston knows that. I was in his trailer.
yes.
But I like one of the things I find most interesting about the film is that like, and I really respect it too. Like they also took like a chance on like me too, because I'd only done a couple things. And then, you know, they cast like a bunch of us like had never done anything before. Like the only really ones that like are somewhat names are like Jake, Jacob, Levi. And you know, as the players. So like Preston, you had never acted before ever, right?
I took an 7th grade theater class, and the teacher suggested that I not take it again in 8th grade. And that is my entire experience.
Oh,
So I keep
man.
trying to remember
That's tough.
like Facebook.
So yeah, so that kind of blew up in their face.
Yeah.
Like, what are the odds? That's hilarious.
Go back and fist fight that teacher right here.
No,
man.
I would never.
No, it can be on episode 2, you know?
Oh yeah, let's do it, man.
Part 2 of this is just me boxing like she's probably 50-something-year-old woman.
And 12 to catch hands.
Won't remember me.
If people will watch Logan Paul versus Mayweather, I mean, I think they check that
Hey,
out.
we tried to watch that at the after party. Were you there, Sampley?
Which after party?
It was the after party for the premiere. It was like me, Manny, Levi, Jake. We were all sitting around Manny's phone and we kept trying to watch it.
Oh wait, no, I remember coming up to you guys at one point. You guys were watching it, but I didn't care. I hope they both lost.
It was
they
a tie.
They both lost something in that fight.
No, they both won millions of dollars, and the people
They lost dignity.
But and Austin, I knew you had acted prior, like you've been like a trained actor and stuff, but what like experience had you had prior to
So prior to that, I've only been for the most part, it was modeling when I was younger and a short film when I was 13, I believe. And that was pretty much it. Yeah.
Was it one of those things where you're just like, or when did you start acting? You said 13.
When?
Yeah.
No, I didn't start when I was 13. I started when I was really young. My mother got me into it, and I just kind of went with it till I was, you know, old enough to make my own decisions.
And you're still doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah, I guess I am.
I guess I am. Here we are.
uh, I was gonna say, how's the reception been like in your hometowns? Like, have you guys been recognized a couple times, or?
Well, we filmed where, like, I live in Weatherford,
Yeah.
where the Pythian home is. It's pretty weird because, like, I'll go do like an interview or I'll go watch the movie, stuff like that. People be recognizing me. Oh God, my phone.
He's alive.
Oh, it blacked out. Okay, but like people recognize me, and then I'll go to like my 9 to 5, and there's a poster of the movie on the door, and people come in and ask me about it, and I never know if I need to say I'm in it or just ignore that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know which is worse.
I don't know either. I'm still figuring that out
Humble.
myself.
Yeah, but no, as far as like the reception of it, everyone I've talked to from Weatherford that's seen it loves it. They think it's the coolest thing. Like the flyby at the Pythian home, everyone goes nuts.
What about you, Austin? Have you received any recognition for your awesome
No, but I like to blame my beard for it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I look 16 and now I look what? I don't know. People say I look older. That's all they'll say. They'll end it right there.
Hey man, right after the premiere, we went to the after party, and in 2 separate conversations, I get recognized for my work on Your Honor, and then they both asked me why I was at this specific after party. I said, "Oh well, I just played chicken in the movie you just saw," and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
You don't
So
remember
like,
me?
Oh
I ain't never
man.
played with ball.
So like, there's a a slim chance that I will ever get recognized in my hometown of Huntsville, Alabama. Like, if I can't get recognized right after somebody watched the movie I was in, if anything, like, it helps my ego, it chops it down a bit. Just gets right in there.
Keeps me on my level,
It
keeps me
does,
humble.
yeah. But I wanted to ask each of you, like, what was like going through your mind, like when you're on like such a big set for the first time, like Preston? Had you had any idea like how a film was shot at all?
I had zero clue. I think that's why it didn't freak me out very much.
Yeah.
It's 'cause I had no clue what to expect. I was just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. So literally everything we did was such a shock that it was fine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Adapting right there.
What about you, Austin?
I remember just from the short film how many like times they had to film the same scene from different angles.
Yeah.
So I was ready for that, but no, it was cool seeing it all, like the massive cranes for the overshots and stuff. That was really
dude,
cool.
those are like, I think one of like the best things from the movie, aside from like the performances, is that like it looks really, really good. Like David McFarlane, who DP'd,
He did a really good job.
Like, and his whole crew, not just him, but his entire crew, like knocked it out of the park. Like, I want to say, and I may be biased, and you guys may or may not agree with me, but I think it is the best looking / looks like real football movie I've seen, just because of the way it's been shot.
As far as I can tell, yeah, and all the fields looked really good too.
Which one?
All the fields.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Preston?
Oh, I was just gonna say it's hard to tell because it's so like old timey football. I'd never seen that on camera before.
Yeah.
So it's kind of... But no,
You
all the
watch
fields
TJ's
are crazy.
videos?
One field at Gateway to look like 9 different stadiums is insane.
Yeah, I agree. What was that, Austin?
Oh, I said he wasn't watching TJ's videos.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, we did that. Like after working out, we'd go sit there and watch the film. Dude, honestly, some of the most fun I had was like that 2 weeks of just like training and playing football and like just chilling.
That is great. It was great.
So much fun. Although Lane came out and said, Lane, who produced, wrote, and also played Ethan Scarborough in the film, told everyone at the what was that for? Like proclamation?
It was like a
The
press
panel and everything?
at Fort Worth.
Yeah, he told everyone that like we were bad at football at the beginning. And I was like, "What? Come on, we weren't."
No, I'm mad about that. I played football for 10 years.
I think like if anything, maybe we were out of shape like the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was also
we were-
what, like 80 degrees.
And I think Lane's one of those people that if you're not like a stud wide receiver, he thinks you just aren't like good at sports.
To be fair though, Lane is like he has
No,
a cannon.
He's really, really good. But I played
Yeah, he's got an arm on him.
offensive. You could not tell that I was ever athletic.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you guys about this like before you found out you booked the movie. I want to ask you like where you guys were in your life. Because like really like this movie changed a lot of things for me. And it came like at the perfect time in my life. So like Austin, what was like your audition process like? And then how did you feel when you found out?
So I think I speak for everybody when I say like I did not expect the callback, the initial one, you know? 'Cause it was like what, 2 months later? It was so much later.
Dude,
And
so like mine, sorry to interrupt, but mine was
you're
like
good.
7 months later. So like I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, wait, which one was that? But yeah, after that it was, I'm sorry, I blanked. What was the question?
It was where were you in the time of your life when you were auditioning, and like how did you feel like each step of the way?
You know, that was so long ago I forgot what I was doing.
Wow, you're a great podcast guest.
I'm thinking, do Preston first.
All right, Preston. I'll throw the.
So
Let me do the thinking, man.
how I did the audition, they had like open casting calls all around North Texas. I'm pretty sure looking for the people to be on the other teams. So I went and did that because I was like, okay, it's whatever, that's cool. Right after I graduated, which was about 3 weeks after the audition, I moved to Idaho.
I didn't know that.
Stayed there for 3 months. I came back to go to college at Weatherford Community College. 2 days later, I get the call back. I'm going to school doing construction. I go, okay, whatever. I'll go do it. Definitely not going to get the part or anything, but it'll be cool. No one I know's gotten a call back for a movie. So I went and did it. That went great. Still working. We do the group callback. And when I saw like how few people were there, I kind of started to be like, holy crap, this could actually movie. What are these people thinking? So then I get the call from Sarah Dowling was the casting director I worked with the most. But she calls me like middle of one of my history lectures one day, and as soon as I saw the call, I just grabbed my bag and bolted out the door. So I'm sitting like
I feel like you wanted to do that hardcore.
She tells me I got the part, and as soon as I hung up, I just grabbed all my stuff, got in my truck, and I have not been back to that school since.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. That's awesome, dude. That'd been hilarious though if they called you immediately. It was like, wait, we called the wrong person, and you're just like, oh, now I gotta drive back sad.
Just like awkwardly go back in the class and put your stuff
sit down.
Take your seat.
Yeah, it would have been great if you gave like a speech like, I'll never need any of you ever again. And then you have to like come back.
15 minutes later, I wander back.
Oh my gosh. But Austin, have you had enough time to think of your answer?
So I think what I was doing at that time was mainly, I do remember. It was mainly just babysitting my niece for my brother so he could get his MMA going. So he could start his fighting. And that's what I was mainly doing at that time. So it wasn't too exciting, but it is like my second kid to help raise, so it's pretty lit.
Yeah, and the third being me.
Did you say me, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Nah, it's
So if we were that Woodrow.
Oh, okay, yeah, Woodrow, yeah. Woodrow would be a good child, I think. So polite.
I couldn't handle Woodrow, man. He stay away from me.
Dude, I went and visited with my grandmother today, and I hadn't seen her since I guess when we saw the movie, but we really didn't get to talk. So we were catching up and stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I wanted to tell you that I met your cowboy friends at the wedding," meaning like Woodrow, Jacob, and Manuel. And so she was like, "I introduced myself as your grandmother," and she said one of the ones in the cowboy hat said, "Well, I consider Sampley to be a really great friend," or something along those lines. And she was like, "I can't remember his
Woodrow.
name," but I was like, "That was Woodrow."
That was Woodrow.
I was like, my heart. I was like, wait, did I marry the wrong person?
Hey, you're
What
getting
do
in
you
dangerous
know?
territory.
But Preston, I kind of remember the same thing of being in that room and like seeing all the people and be like, I remember like I was asking people like, "Oh, who are you auditioning for?" Like trying to like keep a lookout for other chickens in the room. And I don't know.
And there were none.
What?
And there were none.
Yeah, no, actually, so the entire day, I don't know if you guys knew this, but after like the first round, they actually asked me to stay. And because I actually didn't read for chicken at all that day. I read for Snogs like the entire day, but they had already cast Jacob, so and he wasn't able to come, so I had to read for him. And I was there the entire day. And like after the first round left, I was about to leave. And they're like, "No, no, you stay." And then the second round came in and it was like 30 people. And I was like, "Oh no." Did like my chances just go all the way down of like booking? And there were a couple chickens in the room. And then when I read for Snogs a couple times, they said I could go home. So I was like, man, because like Preston, you were there with me, and then Austin,
Yeah, I was DeWitt once, and we did the scene where Snogs makes fun of me.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. We did.
Yeah.
I got to call you a stuttering Sasquatch. And I believe like it was Ty. Was
It was
Ann
Ty.
Lake?
Directors, I thought.
I know Ann was there.
Anne was, yes, it was Anne.
And then maybe Sarah too. But
that sounds right. But that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, can you believe it's already been 2 years since we auditioned?
No, it's insane.
Like it will be 2 years and a few of like us shooting, being on set together.
Mm-hmm.
Austin's just about to cry. He's like, "Bro,
it's been a minute, man. That's crazy."
What was COVID like for you guys? I'll start with you, Austin.
Well, it was chill the whole time. I live on 22 acres, so I can just do whatever. So
nice.
It was normal. So yeah, I was just mainly did stuff outside, and then like about half a year ago, I don't know. It's like half a year ago, I had a full-born, so I got a little horse to mess around with.
Oh,
trying to train him to be, not do what?
At first, I thought you meant you had a child, and I was like, "How could you not mention this like a couple weeks ago?"
No, that would be a pretty big oversight. No, but yeah. So I've just been. COVID really didn't do much for me.
I love that. What about you, Preston?
Well, COVID. Honestly, I couldn't tell you anything that happened during COVID.
Oh God!
I was in the house, lived with my parents for 3 months.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I just posted like 500 TikToks a day, and that's all I did.
Oh, that's helpful.
I remember hearing about that. Your TikTok phase.
Are you still doing TikTok?
I post probably once every 2 weeks now, compared to I was on it every day not that long ago.
Oh wow! I've still yet to download TikTok.
TikTok.
Hey,
don't,
me too.
Hey, Austin, my boy.
That's my advice. If you haven't gotten TikTok yet, don't. Because we'll give you insomnia.
All right. Because Austin and I, we're going to start our own TikTok.
Hey! That'll be the signature right there.
Yeah, that would be like the logo on the App Store. Just, just both of us. Preston, if you want to get on it, you better hurry.
Yeah, dude.
That's some money our way. I want to get back to the film. How did you guys feel about like watching yourselves like on the big screen for the first time? Was it like, oh my gosh, like this is awesome, or was it like, oh, this is kind of weird? I'm not sure how I feel about this. Preston, I'll start with you.
Well, the first time I showed up on screen, I was like, oh my, this is so cool. And then every single time I popped up after that, my brain went, oh no, you are fat and terrible.
No, that's not true for either of those.
I know it's not true, but it's just like, I am my own worst critic, like old say, but every time I saw myself after the first time, I was like, yo, how did this happen?
Preston, you look like who you were supposed to be, for real.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Seeing you on screen, I was like, yeah, that dude looks like he could be a future linebacker from...
Yeah.
So after getting the movie, though, I immediately, like, I've been hitting the gym since I saw it for the first time. Now we gotta sit down.
Dude, I feel you on the fat thing though, man. I was in the same boat. I was like, Jesus. I was like eating too much Whataburger or something.
I was getting crafty a little too much, I think.
Dude, it was those team trips to Whataburger, man. That's what I'm saying.
That was for sure.
Whataburger, IHOP, Applebee's. Yeah, we didn't.
Applebee's right next door. I ate an entire family nacho platter by myself. I should have known what was happening.
Oh, Austin. I wanted to ask you guys, what are some of your like favorite stories that all the guys may not know? And I have one about Austin that I think he knows. Is that all right if I share mine first while you guys think of one?
Yes.
Too curious.
So Austin and I think we weren't working that day. So we were like, hey, you want to go grab some lunch? And
yes. Yes. I remember that.
And so we decided to go to a place called Over the Border. Or is it On the Border?
On the Border.
On the Border.
It's on the border, yeah.
Like Tex-Mex place. It's really good. So we go over there, and this something I noticed and something Austin also noticed was like our waitress, who was doing a great job, like was staring daggers at Austin the entire time. I don't even think she looked at me once.
I'm saying that's why I was like, what?
So Austin, so near the end of the meal, when we were about to get our check, Austin goes, have you noticed the waitress? And I was like, yes, like I think you should like ask for a number or something, because like she's been staring at you this entire time. I don't think
even from the kitchen, man.
Like, yeah. And so she comes by, and Austin politely goes, thank you so much for your service. Would it be all right if I get your number? I think you're really cute or something. Austin's very sly. He's very good with his words. And she goes, no, I have a boyfriend. Gives us our check and walks away. And I was like, dude, I am so sorry.
Dude, I was like, bro, she's been staring at me from the kitchen, from like behind the line. I swear she came out of the bathroom, like peeking out the door too. I was like, bro, there is something going on here.
She was checking you out, and I was like trying to be a good wingman and being like, yeah, go do it, Austin, like go for it. And like shit, I guess we could have misread that situation, but at the same time,
I don't know how though, bro.
Like, I don't know. Maybe she just didn't want to look at me, so she chose you. Maybe she was just disgusted. Wait, was I doing? Did I have my chicken hair? Because
I don't. Dude, I had the middle part, bro. I mean, we were the middle part gang the entire time. So I mean, oh man, I remember that.
Yeah, I should have. Maybe I was doing my chicken, and she didn't like it or something.
So she was like,
But that's my story that I don't think all the guys know. Austin, do you have one? That it doesn't have to be about either of us. It could be about any of.
Oh, Preston, you go first. I was too busy remembering that.
I couldn't think of one. Preston, do you have one?
I don't know. First one that comes to mind, probably just because you asked the question, is I think it was you, me, Tyler, and maybe Bailey, maybe Manny.
Okay.
All loaded up and went to Sonic at about 11 o'clock at night, and for whatever reason, you pulled through the Sonic to harass this poor worker.
I was not harassing them.
Ordered.
Yo, what did he do?
No. We're very polite about it, but you just kept asking for spaghetti. We're at Sonic.
What?
Like, he just walked up and he ordered spaghetti, and they were like, we don't have spaghetti. And he just kept going on and on about the spaghetti to this poor guy who's working the night shift at Sonic in downtown Fort Worth. And the dude finally, I think at the end, was like, and we have never served spaghetti. And Sampley just goes, you really should put it on the menu, and like drove off.
we got our
I can't
food,
see
though.
him doing that.
Like, okay, in my mind, I was like, I want to do a bit for the guys because they have no idea I'm about to like do all this. So I was like before, or you know how Karens became like really popular last year, like the whole meme and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, even though that's been like
Karens?
even though that's been like a known thing and it hadn't been a meme yet, in my mind I was like, I want to
I
be
thought
like
Karens have been alive since iFunny was born.
okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Austin.
I'm just thinking.
We'll
like,
just we'll
that's
just
what I
stop the podcast. Where's the
thought.
but before they were as like huge and popular as last year, like where even mainstream people are seeing it. And I was like, I just want to be like a Karen to this guy about like but be totally wrong. Preston died and be totally wrong about like what I'm saying. But I think the guy thought it was funny because like he was chuckling. I didn't harass them by any means. It was
I don't know, man. The way Preston worded it.
It was like midnight. I wanted a McFlurry or what? No, that's not a blast. I wanted
You wanted spaghetti.
I wanted some spaghetti. Oh, Preston really
Spaghetti
died.
party. Yeah, I died for a second way back when, but I came right back up.
Way back. Is that like an ambulance story you need to tell us?
No, like at the beginning, like my app just like crashed and then it came back up like immediately. I don't know. He's gone.
I want to see. I thought maybe he'd text me or something. Well, Austin, I guess we'll just keep carrying it.
Preston, where you go, bro?
I'll ask you some like.
No, do it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, what have you been working on since the movie, and like anything you got any projects on board?
You gotta ask me sad questions like that. Like the last thing I got for work was like me and my dog for a commercial, but I was like, my dog ain't a sociable dog, so I don't want to,
What was
I
it
don't want my
for?
dog to go in there and freaking,
What was it for?
I don't know. I just knew that I had no animal that I could take in there that was nice enough to deal with people putting stuff on them. So I was like, nah. Yeah, that was the last thing I've heard.
Dang.
I don't know why it was a dog commercial
Are you sure it wasn't like one of those like pound situations where like someone was
No, it was like straight up bring your own dog. We're trying to show literal heartfelt connections to animals and just let it be known in the email, it said let it be known that your animal will be wearing products. And I was like, no. You're gonna be wearing cats.
Wait, so how do you
put things on my animals?
What kind of dog do you have?
She's a mutt that I got way back when I worked at Bed Bath. One of the employees, I had to babysit her for a week.
Yeah.
And after that week, she was a really good dog, but after that week, I guess her parents wouldn't let her keep her. So I just said I'd keep her.
Okay, so I assume
So I just brought her home.
I assume when you said Bed Bath, you were shorting Bed Bath and Beyond.
Oh yeah, Bed Bath.
So do Bed Bath and Beyond employees just go, yeah, I work at BBB?
I'd just say Bed Bath.
Like, I work at BBB.
I work at the Triple B. What's up?
Wait, what did you do at Bed Bath and Beyond?
The first time, the second time, the first time I was a floor. I worked on the floor. Like
Okay.
it was when I was still in high school.
And like scrub the floor.
No. No, I help customers and stuff, and I put stuff on the shelves. Keep everything
Yeah,
looking
make it look
good.
nice.
Having my people face all the time. Like, what's how you doing? Good.
Hey, can I help you? I have a new product.
How can I
We'd love
help
to
you?
see it.
Spatulas. Oh my god, they're in the front. You take them right there at the colanders, and it's down there by the floor.
Dude, I feel that so much. I used to work at a grocery store, and I was customer service. So like I like legit
Oh,
like was just playing like a soulless like robot the entire day. Well, hi, how are you doing today?
dude,
Anything I can
customer
help you with?
service. You had customer service?
Yeah, I was
You
at
had
the
the
front desk.
strangest people at customer
Dude,
service.
yes!
I swear.
People
You either get
like,
the super normal ones that are like, okay, yeah, that's cool, yeah, that's good, or you get the people that just will not listen to a
Yes.
single word that does not come out of the manager's mouth.
like sometimes you have people
Unless
come
it
in
comes
there-
from the manager, it's not a store policy.
like sometimes you have people come in there and they're like, hey, do you have this like flavor of Coke? And we're like, no, we don't. And they're like, that's okay. They walk away. And then we have some people that bring in like bags of soups they didn't want to finish. They're like, I want my money back.
They broke my balls.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh.
It's
It's like, oh,
we
okay.
can't take that. And they're like, you're gonna take it. I had this one lady one time get mad at me because she came up and she was like, hey, like we were like technically we were closed. And she came up to the front desk and she was like, hey, can you loan me $4? And I said, oh no, I'm not allowed to do that. And she was like, why not? And I was like, we just can't do that. I'm sorry. And she was like, get your manager. And I was like, I would be like, I would die if he said, oh yeah, here's $4. Like, no.
Wait, where was this at?
It was at a grocery store. Publix. Do you guys have Publixes in Texas?
I feel like I've heard of that before, but I don't think I've seen one.
They're kind of like Kroger's, if you guys have those.
Yeah, we've heard
Yeah. But
it.
yeah, have you worked any other like customer service like type jobs?
I worked as a waiter for a week, and I was just like, yeah, no.
You worked really just for 1 week?
Yeah, after that, I was like I had like a day of training. I was going from bed bath to being a waiter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I had like 1.5 day of training, and they just stuck me out there. I was like, yo, what am I doing?
Dude, like even as like an actor who's like I have a pretty good memory. Like whenever I'm whenever I'm ordering something, I'm with like a large group and the waiter's not writing anything down. I'm like, how are they gonna memorize all this? Like, and then
Dude,
when the
yeah.
food comes out perfect, I'm like, how did they do that?
They deserve something.
Yeah. Well, I don't tip because I don't believe that humans should be allowed to live. No, I'm joking. I was gonna go somewhere else with it, but I'm tired. It's the end of the day, and that came out. So I
Yeah,
tip
I don't know where you were going.
always tip your server's audience, even if they gave you cruddy service, because it might be having a bad day. Well, unless they're like
I don't
creepy or-
stand by that. I tip by service, not percentages. Because like if they just like come up and just like you have like I went in a place once, I didn't get my drink till after like 30 minutes. And then I never got a refill again. I was like,
okay.
where even is our waiter?
Let me expound. Like if
I was like, where even is our waiter, bro? I've been gone for like. Did they quit? Where did they go?
they're just like smoking in a booth.
Whether they
and,
showed
like-
up as soon as we were done with our food and just like put it on the table, I was like, where you been?
Okay, let me
Where you been,
expand.
bro?
Let me expand on what I meant. I meant like if like they're obviously like it's a super busy day, they're rushed and they can't give you like
Busy days, yeah.
like go ahead and like do the best you can. The only one time I haven't tipped, and I probably still should have given him like something, but he was like being like me and my then girlfriend, who's now my wife, we were at Olive Garden, and like our waiter like we were like sitting next to each other and on the same booth aisle or whatever, and like he like slides in like next to me, like cramping us on the booth, and is like, so what can I get you guys? And we were like, I don't like this at all. There he is.
Oh, what's up, Preston?
I'm
No,
back.
dude.
What happened?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
what-
the wind
Your phone died?
blew and I lost all cell signal.
Oh my word.
Where do you live?
Yeah.
Wait, let's see. Can I turn my photo around?
Are you
is
on the
my yard.
Rockies?
Wow.
Like I live in the middle of nowhere.
That is a nice pipe fence. I like it.
It's very nice. It's very nice. It's probably 40 years old.
I like that window.
I like it. Do you make them?
But Austin and I were just talking about like when our customer service type, like I always say real jobs, like acting's a real job, but like it's so awesome, like it doesn't feel real to me.
It doesn't feel like it, no.
So like
Yeah.
Preston, do you have any like real job like
Oh, I
or
have
you're
a
working a
million.
9 to 5 right now? Where are you working?
I work at it's an AIM mail center, which is like a franchise. They're all over the country.
Yeah.
But basically what it is, it's a middleman between like the customer and like we do UPS, FedEx, and like the post office.
Oh.
But because of that, we don't actually have any control over like what happens to your mail or package once it leaves us. That's on them. But people don't know that. So they just come in yelling and it'll be like, why did you leave this on my doorstep? I'm like, ma'am, I don't even work for FedEx.
Oh wow.
Wait,
So you-
middleman how? What did they do? They're just like a
Like
storage
we're
facility?
No, we're like an authorized shipper. So we can print shipping labels and put them on your box and like charge you the postage. But we just give 95% of that money to whoever you shipped it through. And then they come pick it up from us and take it.
Gotcha. How long have you been working there?
Since October.
Can I be honest? That
Yeah.
kind of sounds like a mafia deal you got going on. Like
Does.
It might be. It
Sounds
might
very
be.
under the
like,
table.
yes, it is for sure.
I will say the amount of times people come in with just an already taped up box and are like, I need to ship this to here, and it's like some random country I've never heard of in
And the
Eastern
box is
Europe.
shaking.
Or like we had one guy come in and he was just super worried about like somebody digging through. He said he was shipping coffee and he was just really concerned that when it got to FedEx they were going to like dig through it. And then he said, well, I've heard that people check in coffee to make sure it's not cocaine. And I was like, I didn't say it out loud, but I'm pretty sure he was trying to ship cocaine.
Let's
You
just let that sit
I'm-
for a second.
No, I swear, the weirdest people in the world will walk into where I work every single day. Some of them are great. Some of them make me make my head explode. It's so bad.
No, yeah, I was telling him about how like just dealing with customers. You can either have there's never like an in between. There's always like really nice, chill people, and then there's just like why were they born people.
Like, why were you unleashed upon the earth? What did we do?
It's like those people like were definitely like on leashes as like children. Like their parents like would take them to Disney World and like put leashes on them. Like those are those kids. Like that's who those kids grow up to be. Are these like terrible like crazy customers.
Those backpack kids, man, they're crazy as hell.
Those backpack kids.
Backpack leashes. Ooh,
Do you guys have any like fun summer plans?
just camping.
Camping? What about you? Preston?
Camping, fishing, shooting if I can find any more ammo,
Just camping.
Backwoods stuff.
I'm gonna go float the river every chance I can get.
Nice.
But other
That
than
sounds
that,
like a term I
working.
don't know of.
Floating the river.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're from Texas.
Sounds- I know, but it just sounds like a term.
It's you go to a river and you take like an inflatable tube and a cooler and you float the river and drink what's ever in the cooler for like 6 hours. It's great.
Oh,
It's the
wow.
best thing
But you
ever.
eat. Are you just like surviving off of whatever you pack?
No, you go like in between.
How do you find where you came
You go
from?
in between meals, man. You eat before you get there, and then you eat when you get home.
Whenever I think of camping, I always think of when Goofy and Maxley go camping in the Goofy movie.
Oh, dude, I
And
love
then
that.
Bigfoot comes gets them, but
Like,
they bond. That's a great one.
Gorsh.
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 Do you guys do any impressions?
Will Gorsh.
Trying to think.
Can you do any impressions of like the 12 Mighty Orphans cast?
I used to be able to do Jake. I haven't talked to him enough recently, but I used to be able to do Jake really well.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. I can always cut it out if it's terrible.
I couldn't even. No, I couldn't yet. I used to do it like after we got done filming, people would like ask what he was like or something, and I'd do like this little impression of him. And it's not his voice; it's like this cadence he has when he talks.
Yes, he
that
does,
just cracks me up. Like he came down and talked to my mom the day after the after party, and it was something about like a free breakfast. And she told me the story, and I can just tell the exact way he said it was, "Hey, so you guys came down here for the free breakfast?" Like just the way he talks.
I can do the other day I did a spot on Luke Wilson.
Let's hear it.
In front of my acting class the other day.
I want to hear it.
Hold on. I've tried to replicate it since, and it has not been the same. Like when I said the line, like everyone froze, and they're like, "That was like really good." And I usually like stink at impressions. I have to find the line. What is the line that I said? It was when we're all outside in our towels.
Oh, dude.
What is the line I'm thinking of?
He has like a 2-minute monologue. Which one?
No.
That's a
It's
big
like
line.
he's man. Because he has like, obviously like him and his brother have like these iconic voices that like so many people do. I feel like
Yeah, they really do.
Anyone can do Owen because it's just, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Well, Vince Vaughn and I are gonna go crash this wedding. Wow. Like
That wow was really good there.
That was
dude.
good. That was a good wow.
and then
Wow.
like Luke almost has like a more southern voice.
It's a little deeper, a little more southern.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a line from the film. Why am I blanking? Throw me a line that he says in the film.
He's an orphan.
What did he say? He's an orphan.
Yeah, that's what his line. I'm an orphan too.
I do a really great Levi that I can
Do you? Let's hear it.
Yeah. sorry. I've been doing it all week. And I did it on the Levi podcast, and he actually laughed. I go, a rhythm of what? What does that mean? We got to dance?
that was
And then Slade right after that is you have to go really deep with Slade. It was like, Coach, I don't dance. It's like really, you have to go really deep.
It's like down here.
He just has a naturally like deep voice. His voice is perfect for like podcasts.
Very pretty.
Mine is not.
We do voiceovers.
Mine's weaselly and annoying.
You're an orphan now, Hardy Brown.
Like it's like a horse.
Going over for now, CD Sealy. That's a Hardy Brown.
No, I love Jake's voice he does in the movie. It's like it works so well, but it's so southern and like growly.
Yes, yeah. It fits his character perfectly. Yeah.
It's so great. I'm
trying to think who else I can do. Austin, can you do anyone? You haven't done anyone yet.
I can do accents. I can't like mimic people's voices.
Okay, why don't we all try to do Luke Wilson?
Oh no.
And then we'll cap it off right there for the episode. Who would like to go first? I guess
I'm just trying to think of
audio.
Yeah. I need. Okay.
What's wrong with my audio?
Austin just disappears. I'm trying to think of that line that I did the other day. It's the one where he's like, and when you go out there, you'll feel the same way. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I don't know the line.
What's the start of that line?
It's a long line. I don't.
Do you remember shooting that monologue though, or that part?
Yes.
Outside?
Oh my!
You remember
dude,
between every single take, they had to throw us in a tent.
Yes, they did, and like I was begging for hot chocolate, but they ran out, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freeze to death.
I'm gonna die."
Can you see? There's that one shot where I think it's like
it's Woody.
It's Woody. Yes. Do you
yes,
see
it's
like
Woody
chest like shaking.
Yes.
Everyone in that scene, I feel like just looked like they were freezing.
Yes, and then there's one with me where I'm like.
No, my sister, we did like a private screening, and my sister reached over and was like, wow, y'all are really good at pretending to be cold. I was like, that was 2 a.m. and it was 15 degrees outside. We aren't pretending. We just want to go home.
Oh my word, yes. Because I remember we were supposed to shoot that scene really early on during like when it was more warmer outside, but we got pushed back.
Getting pushed.
And like we just had to. I remember that night. I think Luke brought this up at the proclamation when he was talking about how we didn't have to wear shoes, for the stickies or whatever. Of Mr. Wynn. Oh, can anyone do a Wayne Knight impression?
Dude, he'll always be who kidnapped Woody, bro.
You're gonna get a kiss.
We're
from
losing
Bertha.
money. I can't do like his voice is so iconic. It's hard to do.
I love that. I love his voice, man.
Lane, I can kind of do Lane's. It's like what's the line from the movie?
Well, I got to mock Wayne in the movie.
When you did?
Yeah, no, I got a line that was like repeating something he had said, and I was like, "Can I please do it in his voice?" And he goes, "No, you have a stutter."
That's right. Yeah, when you say no, that's music to my ears. That one.
And that's music to my ears.
Yeah, that would have been great if you took like a 3-minute take on that. You were just like, just to pad time.
Like, I just really need that extra face time.
Yeah, and by the time you finish the
You guys are gonna make that.
Forgotten what
You guys are gonna make that community hate you.
Yes. Yeah. Oh no. All right. Let's cap it off. Let's all try to do Luke Wilson impressions. I feel like that's a fun way to cap it off.
Okay, I got it.
All right, Preston's got it.
DeWitt, I need you to grab that guy and push him back, son. Push him back.
All right. Austin.
If his knuckles are white, he comes up. I don't know that.
All right, we'll take it.
Hey, real quick,
I like it.
I didn't notice when we were filming. Did y'all notice how often they were either pushing me to the ground or making me pick someone up?
Yes.
It's like every other shot, I'm either holding someone or on the ground.
Use a big boy, so whatever you're doing, usually everyone's following.
Also, whenever a touchdown is scored, I guarantee you that Bailey is always behind the person scoring, and he's like, "Yeah," and I'm just like,
Yes.
There's one scene where I'm like over to the side, and I feel like I should be helping him, like not get tackled, but I'm just kind of like.
Oh, I noticed in my third watch that whenever Levi and Jake are like, or whenever Hardy is like to Fairbanks' character, he's like, "Hey, Annie wants to kiss you." To the right of him is me going, like, I didn't realize that until my third watch.
I gotta see it again. I want to see that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even remember doing that on set, but
That seems like a chicken thing, though.
No, there's so much stuff that like I laugh at the movie that like everyone must think I'm crazy in the stands because I'm laughing at stuff that just isn't funny because it makes me think of stuff we did on set.
Yeah, you might have been that guy in the movie in the theaters that was in front of me.
Oh yeah,
that
that might
was
have
me, for
been.
sure. I drove 2 hours to your theater.
All right. I think I got my Luke Wilson impression.
I think so, because I mean he laughed at like a sad point. I was like, and he had one of those old man deep loud laughs though.
Oh my god.
It's like one of those kind. I was like, man, I'm supposed to be dropping tears here. What are you doing?
Maybe that's how he cries.
that was his sad face, bro.
Or maybe you just watched.
That's the sign of a serial killer right there.
I already forgot the line for the Luke thing I was gonna do. Oh, I was gonna do the one he has to Haas, Mr. Remmert, when he's like, "When are you gonna take care of these children?" And then
That was good.
And then there's another one where he goes. One of my favorite lines from Luke in that movie is he's like, "And they called me a half-blind, four-eyed teacher." And I don't, or what? No, and
half-blind orphan teacher.
Yeah, a half-blind orphan teacher. And that kind of hurt my feelings. Like he's got that perfect timing.
That's so good. Why do you have that down so well?
I've been practicing a lot. There's a specific.
He's got his
line.
heroes. Everyone's got their heroes, Preston.
There's like a specific. There's a specific line from the movie I said the other day where I like it sounded just like him, and I can't replicate it, but I'm trying. And then like Martin Sheen. Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about Martin, but he's like amazing in the film. Like, oh my god,
He's so good, so good.
Oh,
Martin
dude.
probably was my favorite person on set. I love that
He
man.
cracked.
Yes.
He just cracked the craziest jokes out of random.
And it ain't funny.
And it ain't funny. That made the movie. I love that.
I love that so much.
But dude, like his performance, like I won't spoil it, but near the end there, like he has this moment where he's like watching all of us. and
Oh,
he's,
yeah, I
like,
know what you're
tears
talking about.
every time.
Wait,
man.
hey, real quick. Did you notice? I meant to ask the editor at the premiere about it because I noticed it when we watched it the first time.
Yeah.
What's up with when we're all running down the tunnel? You're in the back, and it almost looks like you like fade away like a ghost.
Oh, and the light.
There's like a shine of light, and then you just like you don't make it all the way around the corner, and then you're just like gone. And I'm
That's
like,
like-
was it all a dream?
So originally there was a subplot.
Wasn't that a
where
spark of
Chicken-
hope, Preston?
There was originally a subplot where they were going to connect Chicken to the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, where Chicken has been dead the entire time. But Ty said Sony wanted it down to 2 hours. They couldn't do the 6-hour cut.
I hope there's a Ghostbusters crossover.
Dude, that would be sick. But dude, I remember that part, President. I just assumed that it was like the light from wherever they were headed, like.
But you
closing.
like disappear.
Yeah, I thought that was like, I don't know. Like I feel like I know what it is when I see it when the movie's playing, but then
Manny told me
can't
that he
explain it,
thought it
yeah.
was like he like thought it was like supposed to be like Martin seeing like his dead wife and kid or something. But I don't
I
know.
thought it was like a spark of-
That's
I thought it was like the light of
That's a
hope or something.
stretch.
Good Lord.
No, I'm just gonna go with Ghost Chicken and
Yeah,
leave it there.
I'm going with Ghost Chicken too. Hey,
Yeah. If
I
you're
like
listening
that
to this podcast, tweet hashtag Ghost Chicken.
hashtag Ghost Chicken. So there's gonna be like one tag on Twitter. Yeah.
It'll be me.
Well, yeah,
I don't have
you,
Twitter,
or-
guys. I can't back you up.
Dang it. That's a good thing. Don't get on Twitter. I need to delete mine. Well, thanks guys for coming on the podcast again. Austin Shook, Preston Porter. They both play the Coulter brothers in the new movie 12 Mighty Orphans that I also happen to be in. I maybe mentioned it 80 times since all my guests have been from the movie, but but seriously, guys, like it's been like awesome to see you guys, and like man, I just miss you guys. After this, like we won't talk for another 2 years, but I look forward to the next
Yeah.
one.
I can't wait
okay.
for the 12-year reunion.
Dude, the 12-year, yeah, and we'll do it on 12
Oh, I
Mighty
guess it would have to be
Orphan Day,
12
which is a
years.
real
'cause it's
day.
12, yeah.
Yeah, we have to do it on
Is that
12
like-
Mighty Orphans Day.
So are we exempt from the law every time, or
Every
just the time it was being made? I need to know.
I think that was probably the dumbest thing I ever did was I looked the mayor dead in the eyes and I go, "Are you being serious about the I can break any laws thing?" She goes, "Try it." That's all she said.